What is the difference between charity and social justice? Because black churches do charity, right? I think most black churches do charity, but not as many do social justice. What's the difference?
Well, charity is giving, and you're giving your benevolent funds, and you're giving to the poor, giving to the needy. Social justice is fighting things that are wrong, and it's coming back and fighting and developing policies that help people who are hungry, help them. Why is that happening? Fighting and creating policies and then fighting wickedness and injustice.
Right. Wickedness.
Yes.
Yes, sir. And so what's interesting about that is you all know the story of the Good Samaritan, right?
Yeah.
Right. Good Samaritan. So the man went down to Jerusalem, Jericho, fell among thieves, and the Good Samaritan came, put him on his horse, took him to the inn, paid for it, right? To me, that's a story of charity.
Right.
It's not a story about justice.
Right.
Because if he was interested in justice, he would have gone back to the city council and said, we need lights on this road, right?
Right.
And we need to figure out why there are thieves on the road. Am I on?
Right.
He would have challenged the system that allowed the man to be in the position that he was in the first place. And that makes the difference between charity and social justice, is to identify the injustice and then also those that are empowered to make a difference and challenge that, and then demand that the justice come out of the process.
Pastor Mosley, it's interesting because I know that you work with the National Action Network. So you are, you are part of an SCLC. You are part of legacy organizations, right?
Right.
So these organizations have been around for a long time, and they are ingrained in this work. And so you have a very, I think, historical view of the black church, both of you, of how the black church has participated in civil rights. Would either one of you, or both of you, quickly just run us through what has been the role of the black church? We talked about Montgomery. I guess I'll start with you, Pastor. We started with, talked about Montgomery, right? And that's the city where
Dr. King first challenged the system, and he came to light because of the Montgomery boycott, bus boycott. And that, again, they used the churches, and there was some social organizations also, but the churchmen took the lead on that, and they elected King to be the leader of the Montgomery Improvement Organization that later evolved into other things. But the church goes back deeper than that.
Yeah.
There was even Martin Luther King's predecessor was very active in Vernon Johns in a different way. He believed in economic empowerment for people. He sold fruits and did all kinds of things like that for economic empowerment, something that the black church did, in the 20s and even before that. All of the early insurance companies in Durham and Greensboro and Alabama were founded as mutual aid societies in the black church. The banks and all of that. So we have been able, the black church has evolved and nurtured those organizations.